Hello everyone and welcome back to Calmlands. This is the multiplayer co-op with Nordic farming and we have reached episode number 15. We've fast forwarded a little bit and that's because we needed to wait for our grass to grow. If we take a look at the map we can see we've got grass in our farmhouse field and in field number 1, which we planted last time, and that's now grown sufficiently that we can harvest it, which is super. We spotted the version of our mowers on sale, just the rear mower, so we've purchased that, and we've also purchased the front mower as well. So Nordic's going to hop in the Schluter and go and grab the new set of mowers. I'm going to jump in the bigger New Holland first thing, and I'm going to start off by mowing the smaller grass field, field number 1, whilst Nordic runs off to go and get the new set of mowers. Off he skedaddles. But we are going to be sorting out the grass first, as because we've skipped ahead a little bit, the cows need an urgent feed. They seem to go through feed very, very quickly. So we'll need to get this grass all mowed up, and then once we've mowed it all up, we will forage wagon it, take it to the cows, and any leftovers will go in the fermenting silo, which will be pretty good for making some silage. Right, that's hitched up. So let's head over to field number 1. Here we are. I seem to always start at the top end of this field, so I'm just going to go for it and start this way. Let's get these unfolded. And as mentioned, we've bought the exact same set of these mowers, and multiplayer's doing that thing where it likes to not lower both mowers, even though I've got that key binding set, so we'll have to do that manually. But off we go. And this is the first time we're mowing this grass field after we expanded it slightly into this lower section. Nordic is going to go get the other set of these mowers, and hopefully by the time I finish doing this he'll be ready to start on the bigger farmhouse field, and we can mow that in parallel together. So I'm going to get this field all mowed up. We mowed it not too long ago, but then when we are finished we're going to move on to the bigger farmhouse field. See you soon. And there we go. Field all mowed up. Nordic and I doing the, well, not the headland, but we did the rows together. Nordic sorted out the headland whilst I was busy doing the smaller grass field, field number 1. But yeah, field number 1 and farmhouse field now all mowed up. So there's a lot of grass here, which is fantastic, and that's going to give the cows a good amount of feed for the foreseeable, and will also allow us to do some silage, I imagine, in the fermenting silo, which will be pretty handy. Got to say, the Schluter looks fantastic, running the mowers on the front and back. Really does suit it. And we knocked it back to just the single tyres, but the wide tyres. Oh, doing a bit of a wheelie there. But yeah, it looks fantastic. I think the Schluter is sort of a bit of a more European looking tractor, and sort of suits a bit of a alpine, grassy type look. But yeah, let's get the mowers washed because they're a bit filthy, and then we can get on to the next job, which is selling our maple syrup. Right, that's looking clean, so let's get it parked up. There we go. Okay, so Nordic's going to take the New Holland and grab the forage wagon so he can collect up the grass for the cows. We might as well take the opportunity to take the Schluter down to the Tatra, which is at the cow farm, so we get to try this out in its new single wheels. Nordic's grabbing the weight, probably a good idea considering. Let's give him a toot on the way out. So let's go grab the Tatra Phoenix, and we can grab the trailer, and then it'll be for selling our maple syrup, which is in quite large supply. Crikey, look at how many pallets we got there. That's a lot. So let's go grab the Phoenix and the trailer and get that sold. Wowzers, we've got some weeds in our field, so I think some of the proceeds from selling maple syrup is going to go towards buying the spot sensor on the sprayer we've got, and that way we can get the weeds seen to in a efficient manner. There we go, Schluter parked up. Let's hop in the Tatra and get the pallet trailer in a nice matching blue, I might add. Righty-ho, let's go get some maple syrup. Right, here we are, so let's just turn in, and here we are, all that maple syrup. Right, so if we open the curtain, there we go, should be able to load up these pallets. This is a auto loader, so let's give it a go. In they go. Okay, one appears to be sticking out there, which is a bit odd, and I need to move closer to these ones. There we go, so the last couple just fixed that wonky one that was sticking out. Let's close up the curtain and we can go get that unloaded over at the maple syrup sell point. Here we are, we're pulling up to the maple syrup sell point just as Nordic is giving the cows a fresh load of grass. That's going to keep them nice and fed. Yeah, I want to pull up just in the right place that we can unload these pallets as close to the sell point as possible. Open her up. There we go. Some of them selling straight away because they were in the spawn point, but let's just give the other ones a nudge and get them sold. Okay, that's the last pallet sold, and yeah, we seem to get some money for selling and some money for the environmental score reward. So, I don't know, it seems like we get some money for making maple syrup as the produce, which is pretty interesting. Let's get the curtain covered up on that trailer and we can get it parked away back where we got it from. Alright, that's parked up. So we're going to leave the Tatra here for Nordic. He wants to utilise this as it can run the forage wagon and it's a little bit faster, so he can do the trips back and forth much quicker. We're going to hop back in the Schluter and we're going to go grab the sprayer so we can purchase the Spot Sprayer edition. Right, we'll park up the Schluter for now, as I think that's a bit of a big and bulky tractor to be carting the sprayer. So we'll jump in the smaller New Holland and use that to pull the sprayer. There we go, got it. I just realised I don't think we need to go all the way to the store. We can probably modify this in our own workshop here. We'll give both a service while we're here just to make them up to scratch. And for our John Deere power spray, we want the See and Spray, which, yep, is quite expensive, 39,000. But this is really going to help with spraying weeds. And just thinking longer term, for the size of fields we've got, we are going to end up saving a lot of herbicide by having this only come on when it sees a weed and it sprays the weed directly. So yeah, that's a pretty useful piece of kit. It's expensive, but worthwhile. In fact, I think we can probably add on the extra working width. 28 meters, 24 meters. Yeah, okay. That weirdly doesn't seem to be adding any additional money. So yeah, it's 39,000 for the See and Spray, and then we're getting an extra 4 meters for free. Sounds like a bargain to me, so let's do that. There we go, reattached, and we need to ditch the fertilisers that's in this and go and get some herbicide. Right, we can empty this here and then go get some herbicide, which I think is here. Right, just filled her up. I don't think we're going to probably use all this herbicide, but we are doing our 3 crop fields, so it makes sense that we do fill it up. Yes, let's get the new extended sprayer with the See and Spray modification over to our first field and do some herbiciding. Nordic is making some good progress on forage wagoning all the grass to the cows. We might swap with him a little bit later, but for now we're going to get on to getting rid of some weeds. Right, so let's get unfolded. We'll start with the furthest field away, which is Hitman Field. And crikey, we've got quite a bit of extra width now. We've got an extra 4 meters. But let's just take a look at the menu, see if there's anything we need to switch on for the spray rate. Okay, so we can deactivate the automatic application rate, or we can activate it. We'll keep it automatic, and then I don't think there's anything else we need to do for spraying herbicide. So let's just switch it on and see what happens. Okay, so okay, I'm not sure if you can see, but when it comes across a weed, there's a little squirt of herbicide. Probably helps if I zoom in a wee tad. But yeah, that is doing its thing quite nicely. And I need to zoom back out again because of the width of this sprayer. It's very, very good. But we are spot spraying the weeds, which is fantastic. Absolutely trickling out the herbicide using tiny amounts, which is ideal. That is going to make things go a lot further. And I know it's an expensive addition, 39,000, but as part of that we got an extra 4 meters of width on the sprayer, and now we are going to use a very small amount of herbicide compared to if we were spraying constantly. And I would hazard a guess that that is probably going to improve the environmental score. We're not just blanket spraying the field with herbicide. We're only just doing a wee little spray when we see a weed, which to me is more environmentally friendly. So yeah, we'll see what that brings. So I'm going to get Hitman Field all sprayed up, and then we'll keep going and see where we get to, and if Nordic wants to swap with the forage wagoning for a bit. So, see you soon. Right, so that is Hitman Field all herbicide sprayed with the lovely new cyan spray. To zoom out nice and wide there so we can get a good view. But yeah, all the weeds have been zapped now, which is pretty good. And we only used 12% herbicide. That's pretty good if you ask me. See in the top right that Nordic is zipping back and forth between the farmhouse field and the cow farm. I think he's given the cows quite a bit of grass for their feed. I'm not sure how much we're going to have spare for putting in the silo for potentially some silage, but yeah, we will see. Time to get this unfolded again, and does work like a dream, this see and spray. As it sees the weeds and detects them, it then gives them a friendly little squirt to destroy them. And yeah, it's very efficient. The only thing I would say is the sprayer does not operate at a very fast speed. 8 mile an hour is our max, so it's reasonable, but it's not the fastest piece of equipment. But then I guess you are having to sense the weeds and give them a spray, so if you're going too fast you'd probably increase the chances of missing where you want to spray and also detecting the weeds. So there was a bit of a compromise. With more efficient equipment you've probably got to drive a bit slower. But it's nice and easy. I don't even have to turn it on and off. I can just go in a field and drive whichever way, and it just finds those weeds and zaps them. The weed zapper. Yeah, we're on to the next field. Nordic's quite happy with doing the forage wagoning, so he's going to probably see that through to the end. And after this field, we've got one more field that's going to need our attention, and that's on the other side of the cow farm field. And this field here is farmyard field, because if we do a little turn we'll see that it backs on to the farmyard. But yes, another field of weeds needs zapping, so let's get them all zapped. And I'll see you when we're finished. Okay, so that is farmyard field, all spot sprayed, so no more weeds there. I'm going to take a little break from spraying, and I'm going to head down to the pig farm first of all. I think we'll just drop the sprayer off here, as we will start over this way when we do cow farm field to the right of me. Got plenty of herbicide left in the tank, and we're not going to need it because the See and Spray is very efficient. But yeah, I want to just go down to the pig farm and check on, see how the pigs are doing, and I think they need a little top up of their protein. But yeah, let's just attach to the trailer, which has got a little bit of soybean in, which is their protein, and we can see how they're getting on. Aha! So you will see that our pigs have actually reproduced, because we've got 30 of different types of pigs that are $833, and then we've got another 30 which are $100. So these are the piglets that have been bred from the various types of pigs that we've got. And yeah, looking at the conditions, we've got quite a good amount of water, so maybe we don't need to top that up so much. But yeah, we've got a bit more space now in the pig pen to deposit some more protein, so we'll do that. Base food is dipping a little bit lower than where it should be. Should be sort of in line with the grain, and the grain should be half of what it is. We obviously put too much of that in last time. But yeah, we want to give them some protein, so let's just hop back in the old New Holland and we can give them some soybeans. They're not going to take a huge volume, but yeah, that's enough. Fantastic. So we can unhitch, close up the pig farm, but yeah, pigs seem quite happy, and we're getting a nice bit of slurry as well. Only well, now 60 pigs, so yeah, the slurry production will increase. Yeah, they don't need any water, so I'm not going to bother with the trip. Looks like Nordic has just done another load of grass in to feed them, which is awesome. And we'll take a look at how they're getting on in terms of capacity. Okay, so he's now dropping some in the silo, which probably means the cows are nice and full. So let's just have a look and see how they're doing. Brilliant, so the cows are up to 320,000 litres of grass, and for some reason their productivity is at 0 and their health is at 0. But I think that's probably because they've ran out of food and we've only just topped it up. It takes a little while to filter through, so we'll let that do its thing. They're 20% through reproduction, so hopefully we should see that progress and we can increase our cow stocks. Water wise, yeah, they're running a bit low, so let's use our lovely new water tanker, which we didn't really get to see last time. Yeah, it's a nice lizard water tanker on a dolly, and I think it even has a refill meter on the bottom that tells you how full it is at the back, I mean. So we need to open the cover, and I think we can then refill. So the icon changed to water there, that's quite nice, and it's filling up on the fill meter. There we go. Took a little while to fill up, but only cost us 1,250, which isn't too bad. I was hoping that we might be able to get a water feature that would give us water for free, but that one was fairly cheap, and the price of water from there seems to be much cheaper. So let's just head over here and give this to the cows, hoping that this is probably all they're going to need, just one tank load. we go. That looks close enough. Yeah, that'll do for now. Not worth doing another full tank. So we can park up the tanker trailer and head back over to finish off our last field that needs spraying. I think Nordic's probably about halfway through, maybe 2/3 of the way through filling the finishing the forage wagoning of the field and filling the silo. So yeah, hopefully we will finish at a similar time. But let's go back over, grab our sprayer and get this last field weeded, herbicided. We'll hitch up and get underway. So leave that with me and I'll see you when we are finished. And that is cow farm field all sprayed up and herbicided. Never taken this little track here, so interested to see where it goes. And yeah, I think it leads out to near where the store is, so that's handy to know. Yeah, that's all sprayed, and conveniently Nordic has finished doing the forage wagoning, and we'll drive past this field and see that all the grass swath has been migrated over to the cows and to the silo. So yeah, good hustle from Nordic on getting all that over. A lot of ferrying back and forth. But whilst he's been busy with that, we've been busy with herbiciding and also with a little bit attending to some of our animals. Yeah, time to get the equipment all washed up. There we go, grass field is all empty. No more grass left in there. I'm curious to see how much we've got in the silo. Back at the yard, and we'll get the small New Holland and the sprayer washed off. Been hard at work, that sprayer, so nice to get it washed off. Right, that's parked off, and let's park up. Whew, there we are. So just going to take a quick look at the old silo, see how much grass we've got. Okay, so we've got 315,000 litres at the cow farm, and then if we look at the fermenting silo, we have got 161,778 litres there. So yeah, we've got a good volume, around 475,000 litres, which is pretty good if my maths serves me well. And if we choose to, we can ferment some of this grass into silage, but my gut feel is we'll probably try and keep that for the cows as a as we move forward through the months. It'll be good to have that all stored up. But yeah, that is it for today. Hope you have enjoyed watching. It's been a busy one, and yeah, we did the mowing of the farmhouse field, which had grass in, and the smaller field next to it, and then we saw to spraying our fields to get rid of the weeds with our new See and Spray and a slightly extended sprayer. And Nordic was busy hustling all the grass from the field into the cow farm and also to the silo. Next time, yeah, we're hoping that some of our crops are going to be ready to harvest. We've also got to see about setting up some chickens, and yeah, I'm sure we'll make some more headway towards our production area that we want to purchase. Yeah, hope you have enjoyed watching. If you have, remember to drop a like. If you've got any tips, tricks or things you'd like us to do, then please feel free to leave a comment. Check out Nordic's channel for his perspective of today's video. But all there's left to say is, I hope to see you again next time, and until then, we'll catch you later. Cheers all, bye bye.